Uh-huh. You think you're going to play the getaway game. You can't. Because I've got you. Good boy. Every time he comes to me, even if I don't call him, I'm going to go ahead and reward that. And notice I rewarded while he was sitting. I'm just going to gently step on that so that, yeah, I want it. That's what I'm trying to help you with, sweetie. So silly. So a dog like this, always try to stay as quiet as possible, because the louder we get, the more he's just going to think that you're playing with him. Or it's going to make him nervous because he can sense the frustration, one or the other. Also, it's definitely not that he doesn't hear you. He's a dog. I promise he hears you. So we want to try to stay quiet, and we can never take our dog too seriously, regardless of the dog. They're just a dog. It's like working with a child. You can't take children too seriously. Good. Good. Also, having very realistic expectations of what he is currently capable of is very helpful. Good boy. So we're going to get a lot further right now. Let's stay off of the short 6-foot leash if we can avoid it. And because what we want to do is anytime that he is allowed to pull through the pressure on the leash, anytime he is allowed to pull and continue walking, anytime, even if you know you're stopping him, turning him in a circle, every time he feels tension on that leash and he's just getting away with it, which is hard for him not to do right now, it is teaching him that pulling on the leash is okay. So you have this big, open, beautiful backyard. I would not even attempt to short leash walk him right now. That's just going to take him backwards. So I'm going to show him this. Yes, I am. Because we can work on short leash walking skills without being on a short leash. Sit. Good, Good, Teddy. And I waited until that... You dropped it. That's okay. Sit. Good. I'm going to wait until that front foot goes back on the ground, just to reinforce all 4 feet on the floor. Now I'm going to let him go forward. Do you see how he's not too far in front of me? Hey, Teddy. That's okay. If I need to, I can pick that leash up and give it just a little bit of tension, which I may just end up doing. Okay, so we're going to put the treats away because he's paying 0 attention. We don't get treats when we pay 0 attention. I'm going to let him walk in front of me. That's fine. I'm just making this shorter. Not super short, right? Short-ish, right? Short enough where it's much harder for him to ignore me. Right there. Good. Hi, sweet pea. Do you see how when this leash is not constantly tight, it makes him looser in general? He's walking easy. I'm going to stop him at about 4 feet, right? Because that's realistic. Hi. And I'm just going to walk backwards. He's kind of walking this way, but he's not really paying attention. How do I know that? It's because he's not looking at me. Now we're going to move in these nice little loose circles. My hand is open, right? And I'm just doing that mainly to exaggerate what I'm doing so that you can see it. I am only putting tension. There you go. I'm going to use that happy voice. Good, right? Keep walking in the same way. There you go. I didn't ask you to spin around. Come on. Good boy. That's it. Real easy. Do you see how we're not constantly choking? There we go. Hand is nice and loose. Leash is nice and loose. So what he's going to learn and what we're working on right now, there you go. I know it doesn't look like a whole lot, but again, realistic expectations of what he is capable of currently. Good, 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 Teddy, good, Teddy, good, Teddy, good, Teddy. Do you see how well we're walking right now? That's pretty good. Hi, Teddy, sit. Oh, what a good boy. Paying some attention now, yeah? Paying some attention. Good boy. Nice and easy, right? Nice and loose, nice and calm. I'm going to let him have a little bit more space if he wants it, because that was really nice, right? You know what I was saying the other day? Attention span. Let him think for a few minutes, Then give him a mental break to sniff whatever that is. Hi, let him get a little bit of space from you. Good. Hey, Teddy, sit. He willingly came over. I'm going to reinforce that. That is exactly what I wanted by treating him. Something else that we always have to be super cautious of, especially with a sensitive dog, with dogs in general, because we can't lie to our dogs about how we feel. They can smell your emotions. Literally, yes. Oh, good job. Wow, that's loose. So we can't lie to our dogs, right? You don't need to watch him poop. We can't lie to our dogs about how we feel. So whenever we're talking to our dogs, we want to make sure that we're enforcing verbally happy voice versus stern, I'm not kidding right now voice, right? So when he's didn't pay any attention to me, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to get where he can see me more easily. And you're not going to run. This is why he can never be without a leash on. If I approach, good boy. Happy voice, right? Yes. It is actually effective. Dogs do actually like it. One of the reasons dogs do tend to enjoy women better than men, just on a general scale, is because women have a higher pitched voice. It makes us sound happy, right? Yeah, there we go. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. He's going to come all the way to me. There you go. There you go. Sit. Oh, good boy, Teddy. Good boy. I just want him to relax. I'm going to catch him. I just want you to relax. There you go. Nice and easy. This is also a reward. Right? Good boy. It's okay that he walked away. I'm not forcing him to stay with me. You're his shock absorber. Technically, this should be being done on a harness. However, I do not want him to pull you down. And he is so strong, I do not want him to hurt his shoulders on a harness. Always make sure your line is nice and loose, right? Because the further he is from you, the stronger he can pull. You've wrapped yourself up. There you are, walking to the garage. I am slowly shortening this leash up as I'm walking closer to him so that he can't go any further. Keeping that line nice and low to the ground. There he is. Hi, sweetheart. I don't want him to hurt his little leg here. Well, he undid himself. This is nice. Yeah, that's good. We're just going to walk away from you, going to the garage. There you go. Good boy. When in doubt, walk away from the distraction as far as you can. Good. This is what we call a tolerance threshold. I'm going to shorten him up because he's going to act like a loon. Easy. Easy. Good boy. Now, because I'm in your yard and there's nothing really for him to get hung up on right here, I am just letting this drag. If we need to go over how to control excess line, we can absolutely go over that during our session. Yeah. Hey, I am just gently sliding this up towards the base of his head. Hang on. So when I say I want this collar at the base of his skull, this is what I mean. All the way up here. Shorten up all the way to the buckle. He's a tall dog. Watch how this will turn his head. Yep. And then the rest of the body goes with it. And you see how he's not choking? Right? Good. That's why that... Bugs, sorry. That's why that collar needs to be, up at the base of his skull. There we go. Do you see how that turns his head? And immediately, as soon as he's turned the direction I want and he's not pulling, that is nice and loose. It is still nice and short, but it is nice and loose. Yeah? Hey, darling. I am going to have to shorten this up, but we're about to go do something else, so I'll focus on that at the end of the session, right? I'll fit that when we get back inside so I can take it off and put it on several times. we're going to go to the block and work on some step up, step off, and some coordination stuff.